Welcome to another episode of Justen vs. Justen. I'm Justen with an E.
I'm Justen with an I.
You wouldn't think we'd leave you hanging at the end of our Avengers spoiler. You didn't think we were just gonna...
Do you mean like when you went like this and it actually made a noise, unlike when I did it, and then reality just ended?
Yeah, it's fade to black.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
So
it was totally planned, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, if you were watching, we had some technical difficulties. Half of the episode kind of got cut off at the end there. Mm-hmm. So we want to talk about some awesome parts.
Yeah.
That we have in a video here that didn't end up in the last one.
Yeah.
Which is the post-credit scene.
And let me apologize, because after seeing this movie again, I realized that her name is not Okoye, it's Okoye. So it's like, okay, sorry.
We only have about 4 hours of us saying the wrong name. It's okay.
In like several different videos. I'm sorry. You know, she's still a badass. So.
All you kids in Springfields are SOPs.
Exactly. Look, Smithers, Garbo is coming.
Release the hounds.
So, Infinity War, as we were talking about it, this would be the second part of the spoiler episode, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, technically, yeah. I mean, we can call it a post-credit scene / what we just thought of the movie or something. I don't know. We can title it whatever we want because this is our show.
Well, I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
Okay.
Nice.
So credits roll. Fade. We'll leave off. Boom, fade to black. Mm-hmm. Everybody's faded away. Oh. Dust in the wind. So
yes, I caught that meme. Did you see that meme I sent you? Oh, it's gonna make so much sense.
Do you see what I posted today? Those new Avengers
the
figures?
bags of dust. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
12 hours of credits roll by. You're sitting there going, "Come on, what's coming? What's coming? What's coming?" Boom. Nick Fury. Driving along.
When was the last time we saw him? Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
He did not show up in Civil War. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. He was talking to Tony Stark, who was fixing a tractor out in the barn, I think, right?
Something like that, yeah. But, so we got Nick Fury and his trusty sidekick. I always forget her name.
Maria Hill.
Maria Hill, that's...
Robin Sparkles.
Yes, I wanted to say Robin Sparkles, but I couldn't think of anything past that. So they're driving along, and all of a sudden cars are crashing, and they're, what's going on? Go check on them. There's nobody in the car.
Helicopters are falling out of the sky.
Yeah, and people all of a sudden are just fading away. Mm-hmm. And she turns to Fury, and she does the, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and she's like...
So, Sam Jackson, we gotta call him Sam Jackson. He goes around, grabs something out of a bag, and he's punching it into like this 90s looking pager.
It's a pager, yeah.
And he says one of the best lines that ever happened in an Avengers movie, or a Marvel movie for that matter. Why don't you fill him in on that? We get the classic, my motherfucker.
Yeah.
So...
I am documented many times to say that Sam Jackson is my number one favorite actor of all time.
I think it's everybody's.
Yeah, I mean, he should be.
Besides Morgan Freeman.
Well, I was listening to another podcast the other day. Shout out to my friend Mark for Old Man Wade. And on his podcast, they were talking about Samuel L. Jackson and just... how he will literally be in any movie, and he shows up and he's professional and he's good and all that, and it's totally true. You could put him in the biggest steaming pile of crap and he will still do his best. It's
true, and sadly he's kind of gone away from that. Josh Brolin's kind of taken his place. Josh Brolin's popping up everywhere right now.
He's totally hot.
He's in Deadpool. He's in the new Sicario movie coming out. I'm sure he's in like 5 other things that I don't even know.
What's that last one?
Sicario. The one with
I don't know what that is.
Benicio del Toro, and he's the hitman in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
You never watched the first one? Oh, you gotta watch it. It's really good.
No,
They're coming out with a sequel. I would definitely.
I remember him in Old Boy and No Country for Old Men and Hail Caesar, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember him in all those, but yeah.
Oh, you gotta go see it.
It's funny because I wonder if he would have done Thanos now because he was doing Cable instead. Had he not picked this up years ago.
He did pick it up years ago.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he hadn't picked it up years ago, I wonder if he would do it. Which is weird to say. Would he do the most successful movie of all time?
Yeah, it's like, here's a big pile of money. Do you want it?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I feel like that's something you could put on your resume if you were the best boy or key grip and people would hire you. You'd be like, you did Infinity Wars? Yeah.
I was the guy who made sandwiches.
Yeah. Wow, that must have been a hell of a sandwiches. Let me shake your hand.
I
did Peter Dinklage's dry cleaning.
I picked up Robin Sparkle's dog shit. We don't want to hire you.
I was looking at the credits this time because I saw it a second time, and I was looking to see what it said, and I was amazed by like the actors that have gotten big since this, and they have like assistants. So it's like assistant to Mr. Pratt, or like Mr. Pratt's hairdresser, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's damn funny. It's like, all right, Chris Pratt, you go, boy.
Andy from Parks and Rec.
Exactly.
So Sam Jackson's dropped it. He's fading off, and you get the motherfucker, and he drops the pager, and on the pager is something that in the theater you hear people yell, "What does that mean?"
No,
because they have no clue.
They had no clue. It was very clearly someone's emblem from an upcoming Marvel movie. It was.
It's a lady.
It was. It was Captain Marvel.
Yes.
So Carol Danvers, who will be played by is it Brie Larson?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is her name.
Yep. So that'll be coming out, and I guess that's going to take place in the 90s, and it will involve how Nick Fury actually lost his eye.
Yeah, I've seen some screenshots, if you want to call them, of like them on set and everything, and. Yeah, he's got Sam Jackson's got like a little fro going on, no eye patch. So it'll be interesting.
He's got a fro. Does he look like he does in Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Eccentric Children, or
no? Kind of
Mr. Glass.
Almost like a little bit shorter of a fro, but I heard they're coming out with a second one of those.
Glass. They freaking should, and they should have done that. That was like my second favorite movie of all time for like the longest time.
I think I read somewhere they're actually going to come out with a second one.
They definitely should. I agree. And Sam Jackson will do it.
Oh, Sam Jackson will. Bruce Willis is the difficult one.
Yeah, that's what Kevin Smith says.
Yeah, they don't like each other at all.
Yeah, that's weird too, because I guess he was saying that he respects Bruce Willis and all that, but he was just a terror to work with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Kevin Smith doesn't strike me as being super professional. So
probably not.
Like, I can kind of see where that might be, like the guy is literally known in the comic industry for missing deadlines.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, that's his thing. They're like, oh, Kevin Smith, you'll finish that Evil That Men Do, some year, when he was like a Black Cat and Spider-Man story.
Yeah.
And it came out in like 2001.
Yeah, I did read that. Yeah, him when he rewrote Green Arrow. It was just
awesome.
Horrible. I mean, it was a great. I'm saying horrible for deadlines and stuff.
Oh, deadlines terrible.
No, I actually have some of those. They're great.
I have all of them. Single issue.
I think I'm missing like 2.
I actually bought a statue of that from Matt Wagner, who writes a book called Mage, and I recently wrote him a letter and got him the book. It was pretty cool. So
yeah, no, I got I grabbed them all at half price books. There was a big stack of them one day, and I just kept going through and was like, oh, I want this one, I want this one.
I love that place.
Oh yeah,
that was a cool place.
So we've got Captain Marvel showing up, and it's going to be a female, when originally in the comics it's a male.
That's right.
So it's going to be a little interesting. I mean, later on in the comic series it becomes a female, but...
The original Captain Marvel actually died of cancer.
Yes.
In I think Marvel graphic novel number 1 in like 1980 or 81.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, so we're going to get the most powerful person in Marvel Universe pretty much right here.
I think... You see, it's hard to say that because it's like, as much as I don't like him, I want to say Thor is up there, with that, especially after he's been souped up.
Yeah.
And Silver Surfer, man, Silver Surfer is no joke. I mean, if there's someone that before the Stones could go toe-to-toe with Thanos, it's Silver Surfer.
Yes. And
yes.
We'll talk the comics here. Silver Surfer is basically just Thanos' biggest pet peeve.
Yeah, I mean, besides Adam Warlock, who kind of becomes like his other half and all that, even though Adam Warlock has a second, like an evil twin called Magus, it's pretty much gets to a point in the Marvel U where it's like one side of the coin is Adam Warlock and the other side is Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think in the new Avengers movie that's going to come out, do we have Adam Warlock?
Yes.
Because he did make an appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy. We didn't get to see him, but we got the, I shall call him Adam.
Yep. Yeah, I thoroughly believe that we'll see him. I believe that they'll get the Surfer in there, and I am predicting. And
oh, you think Silver Surfer is going to make an appearance?
I think Silver Surfer is going to be in it, and I think they're going to shock everybody by getting Hugh Jackman.
I mean, that would be really cool if they did.
I mean, what's stopping them?
Hugh Jackman not wanting to do it? I don't know.
Oh, he said he'd do it.
I mean, I don't think he would turn it away because, again, here's a huge pile of money. Will you come act in this gigantic movie for... Because here's the thing. It's already made $1 billion. They know the second one's going to make probably double that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
I don't think I have ever been afraid of spoilers. Like, I mean, Game of Thrones and all that does that to you.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't think that before this movie I have ever literally been afraid of spoilers.
Everybody, yeah, this is definitely a movie that everybody was like, don't say anything.
Yeah, because, like, Deadpool's coming out right now, and, like, Deadpool 2, and I've heard all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I'm less concerned about spoilers for Deadpool and more just concerned about seeing it, but I guess that's because it's not something that I already kind of know is going to happen.
Yeah.
So, possibly. But I'm psyched. I heard Juggernaut's going to be in it.
Do you think they're going to get Doctor Doom and Cyclops?
I don't know.
She-Hulk?
I don't know. I mean, some of that stuff is like, they should. You know, and even if they just talk about it and do it like in not Justice League, but in Batman, Superman, where they did like the alternate reality sort of thing, where like they did Red Sun, Superman, and Batman. Like, even if they just do stuff like that, why not? Give people a glimpse, see what they're interested in.
Now, the interesting thing is, in the comic, Nebula is the one who gets the gauntlet and basically changes everything.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's going to happen in the movie?
I think it's awfully convenient that she's alive. Because out of the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's her and it's Rocket.
See, and my thought too was, would she fade away? She's all machine now.
She's still life, yeah.
Because, I mean, she's basically a machine.
I mean, is Vision life? I mean, I guess that's what
See, he didn't fade away, though. He just got basically his heart ripped out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Then he turns, like, slate gray and all that.
But in the comic, he's white.
I guess it depends on what is actually considered life, you know?
Yeah, because she's a machine now. In the comics, she's this walking corpse thing that Thanos uses as basically... He has a love affair with Lady Death, so...
Yep.
It's basically her walking around half dead as his humor.
Yeah.
So...
And that kind of pissed off Death, by the way. She was not too pleased with that.
No.
And she had someone that would speak for her and tell him. And it's kind of unclear if... You know, it seems like, and maybe you got this or not, but this I'm taking from another podcast I was listening to that had the idea that's like, maybe he's imagining Death. Maybe she's not actually there, because she never directly engages with him.
She doesn't. She never speaks to him.
She doesn't touch him. He doesn't touch her. So it's like...
she's always off in a distance, and he's always
He
pissed
could
off.
very well be imagining her.
And basically the whole premise on the comics is he did all this just to impress Lady Death. Mm-hmm. It wasn't for any other purpose.
And the funny thing about it is, in the comics, I always remember that Thanos had a fatal flaw. And that he would always fail. He would find a way to fail.
He always basically told them what he was going to do.
It's something. It's almost like when the Riddler would tell you, he's like, oh, he'd tell you like how to find him or something like that, and Batman would figure it out.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Yeah,
it's something where it's like he would always, there would be some detail that he would leave, and it would be subconscious that he would do this, and it would just be a thing like that.
Yeah,
and I think that is why the Avengers were randomly selected to stay. The original Avengers. You know? And I'm willing to bet that Hawkeye didn't get turned to dust.
I'm gonna say so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Might be interesting. Imagine, he's got a large family, though. You gotta figure that, like, one of them must have been.
Fucking Hawkeye.
I like Hawkeye. He killed, like, 11 Chitauri.
Let's be honest. Chuck Norris is gonna show up and he's just gonna hand the gauntlet over and say, just take it.
Yeah. I mean,
and then the movie's going to end on a freeze frame of Chuck Norris doing this with the gauntlet.
Could you imagine if he showed up on set and then you have Captain America being like, dude, it's Chuck Norris.
Could you imagine Captain America is Chuck Norris?
Yeah, I mean...
Wouldn't that be great? He takes off the mask and it's really not Chris Evans at all. It's Chuck Norris.
I could imagine him as Chuck Thoris.
Yeah.
It's like, here are my hammers.
Thor's adopted dad.
Yeah, he could play Odin. Yeah.
Odin's Raiden.
What a badass that Chuck Norris is. Huh?
He is. He can play any character, actually. What if he's Adam Warlock?
I like where this is going. Yeah.
Chuck Norris is Adam Warlock. Please, Marvel, make that happen. I know you already filmed it. We can go back and re-edit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a whole other dimension to this thing where it's like, yeah, that's pretty amazing.
That would be the best thing ever.
I did hear a rumor that if they do the Silver Surfer again, that Lawrence Fishburne would be interested in playing the voice again. Which, I mean, he was great.
His voice would be good.
I thought it was cool. I like that movie a lot.
What if they got Morgan Freeman?
Nah, that might be too much.
I'm the Silver Surfer.
He could be Galactus.
Let me tell you about the time that
I hunger for the life energy of 1,000,000 planets.
What if they get Michael Caine on the Silver Surfer?
Yeah, they should.
I was going down around the sun. The bloody bloke came over.
I think it would be great if they got Mike Myers and he does his whole Scottish thing and he's like, "Hey, buddy,
I'm the Silver Surfer."
Yeah. He's like freaking Shrek.
I'm the Silver Surfer. He has to do that every day.
Oh man, that's just.
What if they got Del Preston?
That guy's the greatest. Is he still alive? I really hope so.
I hope so, because yeah.
I want to live in a world where Del Preston
I went to go see the people on Titan, and they said they wouldn't go after Thanos unless they got 5,000 brown M&Ms.
Perhaps that's the reason that Thanos cannot be killed by conventional weapons. I love it, man.
Who's that old lady? That's my old lady.
That's Mistress Beth. Did you? So one more thing about this. Did you see the meme, right? With O.J. Simpson holding the Infinity Gauntlet.
I literally
and Nicole Brown Simpson just fading away.
I'm just like, oh, it's too much.
I'm like, oh.
Well, I've seen a lot of things. You posted the Blockbuster thing.
I did, yeah. A friend of mine made that, so yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man,
it's the big meme right now. Everything's fading off.
It's something. I got like 2 or 3 pictures of myself doing that. It's pretty awesome.
So a lot of things could go on for Avengers 4.
Yeah.
If anybody from Marvel watches this, we're pulling re-edit Chuck Norris in there as Adam Warlock.
You can do that. I mean, that's a thing that's within your power, right?
Yes. Or
I gotta change my Galactus on whom I'd actually like to be Galactus.
Or Jack Black as Adam Warlock.
Oh, that's just not. That's not okay.
We're gonna beat him up. Yeah.
He'd be a good Firelord, I guess. But I want Steve Martin to play Galactus. You son of a motherless goat!
Adam Warlock. I'm really, really old. Adam Warlock.
No, he'd be like, Galactus.
I came from inside the stone. Adam Warlock.
See, you've got it. You've got the whole thing down. I like all of this. So, what
even better for Silver Surfer? We get Tim Meadows.
You know what? Seriously, I would love Tim Meadows in any of these roles.
I was going around the sun on my surfboard, and I thought, "Ooh, look, it's a lady."
Then I looked down and I didn't see my wang.
Unfortunately, I don't have a wang, but she still wangeth at my stuff.
It's made of silver.
She gave me a polish, if you know what I mean, because I'm silver.
She polished you?
Actually, you want to know who would make the best Silver Surfer?
Who?
Come on, you think about it.
Arnold?
Cornelius.
Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking of how epic that is.
Could you see him shooting through space and you just hear, Silver!
So that's the whole thing. What if he was like literally like seeking silver,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that'd be great. They have the wide shot out in space. And you just see a little silver streak come out here.
You've heard it here on this podcast. Yukon Cornelius is the greatest pop culture character of the last 60 years. And, he is the Silver Surfer. It is canonical. And he is searching silver.
That's why he went to Wakanda.
Yep.
On his silver surfboard.
You're right.
See, I could write this stuff.
I think so, but I think the funny thing about it is he doesn't just have a silver surfboard. He's got a silver dog sled.
Yes. Silver.
He still kind of surfs, right?
Hey, look, it's Adam Warlock. Go!
Yeah, go.
It's a new sitcom.
That writes itself, man. That's
Adam Warlock and the
Cosmic Prospector.
They got their own TV series.
Silver, the power cosmic. Oh man, that's great.
Thanos bounce.
Thanos bounce. I took out Galactus's teeth.
Oh,
he's a humble bumble. I have seen that so many times, that movie. It's so damn relatable.
The little elf riding on his surfboard.
We are the island of misfit toys.
So far in Marvel, we have written in Rudolph so many times.
Yeah, well, I mean, what did we say last time? He has the reality stone.
Yeah.
So
Rudolph's nose is in a stone, and
yep.
Cornelius is in Wakanda.
Yep.
Looking for vibranium.
He is.
Silver.
He's really Ulysses Claw, or he's his brother-in-law or something.
Oh, that's too great.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel, make this happen. Make our dreams come true.
I could see Herbie as the Vision. This works, right?
My parents wanted me to become a dentist. Instead, I became a superhero.
We should include Buddy the Elf in this. Who did we cast Will Ferrell as for the Avengers? Was he Iron Man or was he Captain America?
Oh, I don't know what we did.
Or was he Hulk?
I think he'd be better as Wolverine if Wolverine made an appearance.
Oh, Will Ferrell as Wolverine? I think he would be a great Beast.
Yeah.
Like something like that.
Blue.
Although Wonder Man would also be a good one too. Like he'd be there in like his Ron Burgundy.
He want the Wonder Woman outfit with just him, and he'd go Wonder Woman.
Pretty much.
Actually, we get Jack Black as Wonder Woman.
Hmm.
Wonder Woman.
You're really on this Jack Black kick.
No, I'm just picturing it.
Did you watch Gulliver's Travels recently?
No, actually, I watched it once. I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No.
I was like, oh, then
I did watch Jumanji not too long ago, but...
Yeah, that is true. I mean, it's not like he's terrible, it's just that he tends to play the same role in every...
Yes, he does.
Must be a thing about being named Jack, right? Yeah.
Well, it's just like, what's his name?
Christian Slater?
Well, I guess there's a lot of actors that do it. But Kevin Hart, he's the same person in everything, too. He's the short black guy. That's what it's
the comedy I was born to play, baby.
every role he ever does, that's his comedy.
So there's no role in which he's a tall black guy?
No, but I'm just saying even his humor, that's what he talks about. He's the short black guy.
Sure. He's a real housewife of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, anyway.
I remember him from Scary Movie 3. That was the first time I saw Kevin Hart. I'm like, oh, that guy's totally funny.
The only great part of that was when they're in the tent reenacting...
Yep.
Brokeback
Mountain. He's like...
Yeah, and he's got the big tub of Vaseline.
Can I grab those nuts? These nuts. And it's a bag of nuts.
I just like when they grab it, it's just... and then he pulls the big thing of Vaseline out. And...
Anthony Anderson was
that was back when Anthony Anderson was fat.
Yeah, now he's just blackish.
Oh, hey-o.
Zing.
Well, anyway. Children, if you haven't gone out and read the book, please go out and read the book.
It's available in paperback or hardcover. Amazon.com.
Amazon.com or
local
bookstores or local comic shops. Or...
Yep. You can find the issues if you like. 6 issues of the original.
It's not the same as the movie, but it'll give you a lot of insight.
Yeah, it's better.
It is. Actually, this is a good read. If you haven't read this, go out and read it. It's actually a really good read. I recently just reread it again because I didn't own it, so I bought it, and I reread it again, and I finished it in probably an hour.
Yeah, it's totally worth it, and it's something that you're going to want to take and pick up again and again.
Yeah, and the art in it's amazing.
Yeah, it starts out with George Pérez art, and then it ends up with Ron Lim. And Ron Lim drew the Silver Surfer for a while, so he was kind of the guy who was used to drawing Thanos the most. But he's kind of a cheaper version of George Pérez, who is super detailed and awesome.
Yes.
So, take that, Ron Lim.
So, go out, read the book, watch the movie. And,
join the church.
All hail Thanos. So yeah, go out, read it, watch the movie. Join us back March of 2019, and we'll be able to see if any of this thing in this video has come true. If we get Chuck Norris as Adam Warlock or Cornelius Yukon as the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, or maybe like Mephisto will show up or something.
I think there's a lot of there's a ton of characters and a lot of directions they could go.
The Living Tribunal would be cool to see. You know,
it'd be cool to really see him in person. The tough part for me is they skipped over all of that, and they went right to the end of this.
Celestials and like all of that.
Yeah, they skipped over all of that, and they just went right to Thanos as a farmer.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's tough to see where they're going to go with it.
It is, because you don't really know, because they've brought everything in such a weird direction.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, like we said in the comic, he's hell-bent on basically just impressing Lady Death. He doesn't care about, this righteous thing that, the movie had him wanting to believe, so we'll see. We'll see what they go with. I mean, there's a lot of cool characters that I hope they do. I hope, the devil shows up there.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I don't.
And Miss Jones.
Yeah. Well, anyway, check it out. And if you haven't watched our other videos, check out our other two. We got a non-spoiler review plus a full-on spoiler review, and we touch base on everything. And so, yeah, check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Check out Captain Marvel coming out, and we got Deadpool next month.
We got Venom coming out very soon.
We got a lot of stuff coming out, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I think there's like what were we talking about? There's another Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts coming out.
Yeah, there's another one of those. They got an animated Spider-Man movie coming out this year, which actually looks pretty good. I wasn't so sure about it in my
And I'm going on the record to say this. I may have been completely way off base about Solo, because Donald Glover looks amazing as Lando Calrissian. And as we all know, Lando Calrissian loves...
I love fried chicken.
The General's fried chicken.
General's fried chicken.
See, one day we were watching Undercover Brother. So, oh god.
Yeah.
Story for another time, folks.
For another day. All right. Well, I'm Justin with an E.
I'm Justin with an I.
Go out and get some Infinity War knowledge. Crack some eggs.
Get your gems on, because they're gems.
Get your gem on. Get your jam on.
Go play War of the Gems on Super Nintendo, or possibly on Super Nintendo. So, or the old Marvel Superheroes fighting game on PlayStation 1.
Or just dress up like superheroes and fight your sibling.
And while you're at it, make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube, or you can subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave a 5-star rating, because we don't want anything less. Yes,
leave some comments.
Yeah.
You guys are quiet lately.
I know, right?
All we hear is crickets. But you guys are watching and you're listening, and we're getting requests, and that's what counts, so keep them coming.
We appreciate it. Look for the next challenge coming soon. Thanks, guys.
All right. Catch you till next time. That made no sense, but whatever.
That's right. The great catchphrase, catch you till next time.
See you later.